After 5 straight green weeks, this week SPY finally closed red. And it wasn't just SPY, tech got hit. There was a sea of red everywhere. What's up YouTube, Julian here, and yep, that's the question that I've been getting all week. What actually happened to the market? Is this a healthy pullback or is this the start of something bigger? More importantly, is this opportunity or is there more downside coming? Let's break it down.
Now, if you like videos like this, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Help me out by clicking subscribe and also commenting more so that I can produce more videos like this for you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Without further ado, let's get back into the video.
First up, if you are celebrating Chinese New Year, I just wanted to wish you guys an early 恭喜发财 and may this year continue to be a hot year for you. Do drop your Chinese New Year wishes in the comments below. And as Chinese New Year is approaching, we are having a sea of red, as I mentioned earlier just now. So the question is, what's happening to the markets? So I'm going to be doing a very quick breakdown. We're going to jump right into it so that you guys see a raw approach. And I like to do this kind of things, especially when I think things are getting serious. So let's get into the charts right now. As you can see right here, the fear and greed index shows a very fearful sign as well at 36 compared to last week where it was pretty much neutral-ish. Right, if you actually have a look at the timeline, you can see that just last week when I did a video similar to this, it was pretty much neutral, right? So what's happening to the markets right now? As you can see, this is NASDAQ. NASDAQ also closed pretty red. Right now, it is actually at this level of support right here, and it's not looking too good. Now, if I look at SPY, this is SPY right here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of green, even though yes, there was long weeks, but it was still green. Right now, this week ended up in red. So what I see is this. Currently, this is a very strong sign that the markets are rejecting this level of resistance. It has tried many weeks to break it. However, even with FOMC and all those kind of things, it wasn't really helping the market that much. Therefore, markets are actually showing that it is going down. Now, this area here is a very important area because this area has also been tested multiple times. And if this area breaks, the next area that we are going to see is market price is going to come down right here. And this is not going to be looking good for SPY. Again, when I'm sharing with you guys, I'm not looking too much at the fundamentals, but I'm looking more from the technical perspective. We see that there are a lot of AI issues that have been coming out over the past week. It's a bubble that is kind of bursting as well. So just take that into consideration as well. So I want to actually also head over and look at the Max 7. And if you guys have been following me for some time, I did mention a couple things before, especially last week. I talked about how Apple was at the brink of the top, right? And I said that people are going to take profits whenever price significantly rise. And look at what happened to Apple right here, exactly at this point right here. Last week when I shared, Apple decides to come all the way down, breaking through this support, finally ending at this support right here. And this is the weekly candle, mind you, right? So again, is this something that has been expected? I already gave you guys the warning before, and it worked out exactly as I said. If you look at this candle right here, yes, it's green, but this actually is a sign that shows the buyers are actually weakening, and therefore, as you know it, Apple is down right now. So right now, I'm looking for Apple to hold above this level of support, because if it doesn't, the next area that is going to head down towards is going to be right here. Google also did not manage to break this level of resistance last week. It did not hold above this level right here, and as you can see, what happened, crashed straight down to this next level of support. And I foresee that Google still has room to continue going down. I would say at least maybe until here or this area. This area seems a little bit more likely. So if you're holding Google stock, just take note of it that it may look like it wants to come down. Again, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of the technical analysis rather than looking at it from the fundamental perspective. Even though, yes, earnings was good, price shoot up, but always remember when price shoots up, people will always want to take profits, and that's what we are seeing right here. Microsoft still not looking good. As you can see, it has punched all the way down right here this week, ending up with this candle. Again, this candle is also not a very, very good sign because it shows that it still wants to continue its way down. And I foresee that Microsoft can continue down here at least, right? Or maybe somewhere in between right here before it actually makes its way up again. This is a very, very strong area that it needs to test because this here is a SRR, new R. So it's not surprising again that Microsoft may likely come down here before trying to go up again. If it does manage to go up, then that would be good news for those of you who want to get into Microsoft, right? But this is one support that is pretty strong on the weekly. Again, for some of you, you may think of this as disaster. Some of you may think of this as opportunity. I won't give you guys an answer, but I'll leave you guys to think. If you guys do have conviction on a certain company, and you think that you want to get into some of it because right now it's like an attractive price, then do so, because opportunities like this don't come very often. And if you do believe in the fundamentals of the company, you do believe in what the company is doing, hey, again, maybe this is your chance of getting into these companies at, again, more attractive prices. But again, I'll leave that to you to decide. Looking at Tesla, Tesla is playing between this level of support and resistance right here. Again, this long week isn't a really good sign for Tesla. I still foresee that Tesla has a chance to come down to this level of support, and it needs to decide. Now, this level of support again is quite strong, so we need to see if this level still holds, because right now you can see price has tested it again. So this level here has to hold for it to continue to go upwards again. Now, I'm going to go to Amazon. Amazon has been taking a beating right here. You can see the last 2 weeks, one big candle, second candle right here. I would say that for Amazon, this is the support that Amazon needs to hold at, because if this area breaks, this is the next area that it will go down to, 181. Next, let's look at Nvidia. As you can see, Nvidia ended the week bearish with this candle right here, and this is actually not a very, very good sign for Nvidia. This shows that the buyers did try to push up, however the sellers were stronger, and therefore Nvidia closed below right here. So this area here is again a very strong area that has to hold if Nvidia wants to continue its way up. But from the looks of it, the potential of it going down is actually pretty high as well. So we just got to see what happens to Nvidia for the upcoming week. Now, looking at Meta, you can see right here, Meta, after this area right here, a lot of people started taking their profits. Meta started coming down, and this week ended up bearish as well at this level of support. And again, this area here is pretty strong. You need to see that this area here holds. Currently, this is still in the range of the SRR, new R for the weekly. So as long as this area here is respected, Meta still has a chance of going up. But if this area does not hold and Meta closes below this area right here, even down here, I would say that Meta has a chance of going down even more. Palantir as well taking a major beating and coming down to this level of support. Now this area here is pretty important because this area here is resistance, breakout. This area is the support. So I do expect that Palantir will be coming down to this area here, and it has to make a decision on what's happening. This is one area that I'm strongly looking at myself. And personally, I might be getting to some positions here if this level holds. But this is my own personal opinion, and this is not financial advice. So next, I want to talk about a frequently asked stock, which is XOXL. As you can see, XOXL has been surprisingly doing very well, even in this very poor tech state. SOXL is a semiconductor bull leverage ETF. So it's still doing pretty okay. Right here, it has actually tested the resistance multiple times, but still unable to break it. Now, for those of you who are asking, Julian, is this a sign that SOXL may come down? Well, I have no answer for you, but every time if it does test the resistance and is unable to break it, if it doesn't go up higher, the only logical place that it will go to next is down. So there's nothing wrong for you if you actually take some profit. I always say that you won't die taking profits, right? Because if the market does reverse, you will end up with nothing but unrealized profits. So if you want to take some profits, at least to take some, I would say even if you take your capital, that would be good enough as well. And if the market does reverse, ending up going down, you can always buy more with the profits that you have already taken. So this is what I have to say for you. But this area here is very crucial. If it doesn't break above, you can very well expect that it's going to come back down again. So this is what I see for SOXL. Let's look at gold. So if you actually have a look from the bigger time frame perspective, which is the weekly, you can actually see that this was the weekly resistance. Right now, this week, gold has closed above the weekly resistance, and this actually tells me that gold has further upside, which means that gold still has a chance of heading up even more. So right now, I'm actually going to look at opportunities to buy more gold personally for me, because I see that gold does want to go up, and there is still lots more room before it actually reaches up back to its all-time high. And right now, being Chinese New Year as well, at least until the 17th of February, I do see that gold has a chance to continue going up, because that's what the Chinese usually do. They always accumulate gold during Chinese New Year. So again, if you are investing in the markets, do take note of that and understand that as well. Personally, I don't invest in gold. I am more of a trader. So whether gold goes up or goes down, it doesn't really matter to me, because as a trader, I can make money both ways as well. I'm going to be going for my Chinese New Year preparations right now. So I hope that this quick update video has been helpful. Now, if you want to see how I scalp gold during this volatile period, help me out by clicking the video right here. Look forward to seeing you guys after Chinese New Year. Bye bye.